Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, everybody. Welcome back to another Strange for Jim stream. I'm your host, Strange for Jim, and we're going to be continuing our Conceptis Puzzle series. Hopefully, you've been enjoying this. This is what I normally like to do anyway. To pass the time. So, and I asked the creators of said website if it was okay for me to stream playing their game, and they were perfectly fine with it back in the day. I don't know if they're still are or not. Um, if they aren't happy with it, then they are more than welcome to just contact me and say, hey, as much as we appreciate what you're trying to do here, we would appreciate if you stop. And I would stop. No questions asked. So, because it's their website. So, but I mean, if I were them, I'd probably be kind of happy if more eyes were on it, right? So more traffic. But um, we're gonna try to be a little bit quicker today because you know, uh, the likelihood of kind of being late for Warframe might be a possibility if I'm not careful. So I'll probably do like about 45 minutes of Conceptus, then switch on over to the coding afterwards. So just bear that in mind. Okay. Um, yeah, so we got, Conceptus for about 45 minutes. You know, I'm going to estimate, and then programming for the Troy mods an hour after that, and then we got Warframe later on tonight. So look forward to that. So let me make sure that I got everything set over here. Yeah, everything looks good. So let's go ahead and start with our normal, saying that it just got reset. We'll start with the Pic-a-Pix. It's supposed to be easy. It's a small field, so should be, you know, I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be something that I can finish off in like 2 minutes or something. 2 minutes easy, but it should still be relatively easy anyway. So, alright, let me go ahead and get that screen up so you guys can all see the puzzle, and there we go. Okay, now, first thing I'll notice is that we don't have as many blues, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of those right there because, blues don't start until at least this row. And there's no blues on this and this row here, so that should kind of help out with this one because it should be just a matter of 9, a space, and then the 2, and there we go. Okay, 7 here, so there could be 2 here, but we know that there's at least 5 there. Um, but it could be, 1 there, but we don't know. But because it could be 1 there, we know that at least 1 has to be there. So, um, and because we have because this is a single 1, and it can't be like, we have a green and then a blue, so it can't be like, 1 and then 7, so that doesn't necessarily work. I know that this is the single 1, so with that in mind, this right here, has to have a 2 here. Now, there can't be a 2 here. There's not enough spaces. So it's either a 2 here or 2 here, but I'm not sure which. So I'm gonna put, you know, either it's there or there, not sure, but we know at least this one is done, and that clears out that too. So there's that. Um, and this kind of helps out with the grain here because we have 3 there, 2 there, 3 there, space, and 2. So that row's instantaneously done, and we can kind of take care of everything else for the most part. You know, that's done. So we got those 2 done out of the way. Those 2 are done, so we can clear those. We have that one and that one done, but we need a 2 here. So now, because there's no green over here, I need the 2 to go that way. So, and that means we have our second 2 there, which means our 3 is there, and then our remaining 2. So all the grains are done. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, and then the 2. So grains were actually fairly easy to take care of. So, alright. Now that's cleared. Still don't know where the 7 lies. So I'll have to wait on that for right now. We got the 2 here. And that means we have to have 2 there. Which, we need the 2 there, which means that one can't be the 2, which means that one is the 2. So we have 1, that one's done, that one's done, and that one's done. So we're done there, which means because no blue there, that means we have our 7 there. And we are all done with that row. So, and that one is done, and we're all done with that one. So now we need to figure out, where our 3 here is and where our 7 here is. But we have 9 spaces here to work with, so I'm going to put 5 here to say, like, the 2 could be either on this side or on this side, or, mix and match with each other, who knows. I mean, technically, I kind of already know a little bit because we have 3s and there's only 3 left. So there's 3, there's 3, and there's 3. So, so that means that's blocked off, which means we need to have 1 there and 1 there, which means this column is done. We have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and then 2. And there we go. Hey there, Kirito. How you doing there, bud? Let's see. Okay, now things start getting a little interesting because there's a lot of various possibilities with our tan and brown colors here. So let's start off with the tan at the very least. We have 4 here, so we can do at least 3 there. We can do, let's see, 2 or 3, or 3 and 2. So we know that at least those spots there are necessary for these 2. So there's that. Don't really know about anything else. We got 3 there and 2 there. So there's that. We got 4 here. And too many spots open for over here for that. We could have 2 there and then the brown 2 here. We need the 3 and the 2. And then the tan 2 here. So, I mean, these are done. So that's good. We need a 4, 2, and 1 there. So those are done. Can't really do much on the left-hand side right at this moment in time. There's just not enough to really get a clear picture of what I'm going to be dealing with over on this side for the most part. I know I need to have the 110 there for this one, but that's about it. Well, we can take care of this one at least. This one is easy to do, so that's good. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. So, all right. What about over on this side? Well, it's pretty much clear. So we got all those done. Ooh, don't really know about this one though. Same with this one. Hmm. Okay. And still don't really know about everything else here, so hmm. Um okay. Interesting story. Kind of combining Earth lore with Star Wars lore. I mean, sure, go right ahead. You know, it's not totally uncommon. So, alright, so we got 2, 2. Don't know much more about that. We got our 5 and 2 there. We got our 1, and we need a 3 there and a 3 there. So there's that. Let's see. We need 2, 2, 2, 3, and 2. Out. And then let's see, we got a 2 there and a 2 there, but we don't know where the 3 is here, nor do we really know where the 2 is there. We have our 1 and 2 there, and again, don't know about the 3. We're done with our 3 here, so we can take care of that column. Ooh, a relationship between Alex and Mordred, huh? Hmm. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how to really kind of work with that. Because you see, from what I know of Arthurian lore, which granted, I'm not the foremost expert in it, so I wouldn't really know completely. But from what I understand, Morgana typically, she set Mordred up to have the idea that he should rule. Hence the wars with Arthur. From what I understand, again, I'm my knowledge is limited on that, so I don't know exactly. Okay, but typically what it was typically you had Morgana versus Merlin, and you had Arthur versus Mordred. Okay, so Morgana typically you know boosted Mordred's, I guess you might say, ego to the point where he felt that he should rule. Probably, maybe. Again, I don't know. Maybe she kind of put some manipulation in Mordred's mind that he should have been the main. He should have been the one that pulled out the sword in the stone or something like that. I don't really know. So um, so I can't say 100% about that. So um, okay, so we are done with these two, and we need that one and that one. So we got those done, and we got those done. And we got our two here. There we go. Okay. And kind of finish off these a little bit. We have two there. We have the three there. Um, can't be those spots. And this is done. And that's done. So we need that for the 4, which means that's done, which means we need our 3 there. Which takes care of that one, and then we do the 4 there, and there we go. So there's pretty much all these done. So okay, we need the 3 there, which means we need a 2, which means we need the 2 there. And there's our first 1, so we close that off, and there's our 3, so that row's done. We're done with that one, so we're 10 there. So we got those, and those done out of the way. We need to have that for this one and this one. And then we need to have that there for this. And that one's all done. So we close that one out. And then we have that, that, and then we have 2 and 2 here. So those are closed down. We got 2 there. We got 2 there. We need the 2 there. We need a 3 there. a 2 there, which means there's our 3 there. There's our 2. There's our 4. 2 and 2. And then we're good there. And I think we're pretty much done with the tan, so I just need to take care of the rest of the browns. There we go. Well, if you're setting Mortared up to be kind of next to Alex, then it all depends on Alex's attitude. Okay. Um, you know, um, because Morgana would be kind of trying to set, and before Morgana was basically setting Mordred up to be king. So if she kept on doing that, in a sense, then she would basically be ignoring Alex in a way and putting all of her focus on Mordred to make sure that he would be king. Does that leave some resentment with Alex? Does that mean that Mordred would basically be punching down on Alex? Would that mean that there would be a rivalry between the two? Or would Alex kind of accept that particular fate and basically say, okay, then I will be Mordred's general or something like that? Who knows? I'll leave that up to you because obviously this is way out of the norm. So, alright. Pic-a-Pix is done, so we're going to move on to Cross-a-Pix. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Well, we got 13, which means this 3 has to be in there. Okay, well, we don't really know much more beyond that. Actually, it has to be those. There can only be the 1, 2, and the 3, 9, and the 3 3s for the 9, so. Okay, we got 3 here, so it can't be the 4. It has to be the 2, but I don't know which 3 it is, so that will have to wait. Can't be either of these 4s, so it has to be this 5 and the 1, so there's that, which means that one's gone. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, actually it could be this 4, but it can't be this 1. That one's out. Could be either the 4 or one of these 2 2s, but that's about it. Can't do anything more beyond that. Okay, 13 minus 3, that's 10. I have 11 here, so all these 2s are needed. We have 2 there, which means that's 3 is gone. Can't take that. Can't really do much else there. Okay, we need at least one more there to make it even. But it could be the remaining twos here, or like one of the fours and a two, so we don't really know much more beyond that. We have three, so that means all the extra twos here are gone. Can't take any of those. Too much there. That's 7 out of 9. That means this 3 has to be in. Hmm. How much else I can do there? How much I can do there? Hmm. Now things start getting interesting because I'm not quite sure what I can do with the remaining values here at the moment. Hmm. Oh, we already have 4. Okay, so we can clear these out then. That's good. That helps. 3, 7 doesn't help. 1, 9, so we can put in these 3s, so there's that. But we can close that one down and add that one in for the 8. There we go. 4 out of 5, so that 2 has to be in there. Don't know about the rest though. Okay, let's see. We have 6 left here. So it could be that, those 2, or it could be those 3. But either way, that one needs to be added in. Okay. Let's see. At 4. Yeah, can't really do much there. Got 6 there, so it can't be that one. It can be these 2 or that one there, so I don't really know much more beyond that. Um, don't know about that one. Too many there, too many there, there, too many there. Nope, nope, no, no. Okay, we need to have at least this 4 in there. So it's a necessity. let's see, the rest of these are even, and I have an even already, so I need this one, so I'll need to fill that one in and take out that one. So we have 6, 4 remaining, so put that one in, need that one. We got our 8, so we can close those down. Let's see, still don't know which ones to kind of pick out of it, although I'm kind of leaning towards these two here. We got 10 and we got 3 left, so there's that. Let's see, 8, too much there. 6, too much there. Too much there. 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 Nope. 3, can't do that one. 5, too many. 6, too many. Okay, let's see. Has to be either one of these two, don't know which one. Too many there. 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 7 is done. Okay, so block off all those. 4 is done, so we can block off all those. Don't have enough there. We need 6 out of the 7, so those 2 are needed. Don't know about the remaining 3. Okay, so that will help out a bit. We have our 1, so we need those 2, which I was kind of already leaning towards, but, you know, obviously couldn't be completely sure about it. So 8, which means can't do that one. 4, which means I can't do either of those. 6, which means I can't do that one. 3, I could do either one of those. 3, need that one in there. Don't know. 5, there's 3 remaining, so we need those. And too many there. Okay, so, don't know about that, don't know about that, don't know about that. 3, don't know. 7, don't know. 3, don't know. 6, need that one. 5, and we're done. 9, don't know. Okay. 11 is done. 9 is done. 8 needs that one. 5 is done. 7 is done. Don't know about that. Don't know about that. 4 is done. Which means that one needs to be filled in. 6, 2 remaining, so those are filled in. 3, don't know. 7, don't know. 3 remaining, so we fill those in. 8 is done, so we can fill those in. 7 is done, so we fill those in. 7, we have the 1, so there we go on that one. And then 7 is done, which means fill in that. There we go. And that puzzle is done. So here's the thing. Here's how I would picture Mordred. Okay, if you put him into the um, if you put him into the Star Wars universe, um, you know, in my and you know now of course this is my opinion, so you don't have to use it at all. Okay, you're welcome to kind of go off and do your own thing. You know, this is your story. So, but how I would view it would be, you know, if you went with like the traditional, you would basically have Merlin being like the Supreme Jedi Master versus Morgana being the Supreme Sith Master. And then you would have like the Jedi Knight being Arthur and a Sith Knight basically being Mordred. Okay? That's how I would typically picture, you know, the standard, you know, good versus evil, you know, kind of mindset, right? Um, so, um, so it all depends on how Alex falls into that kind of lineup. Okay, if Alex tends to, you know, view the world in the sense of like, hey, I want to support the Jedi as much as I can, then most likely he would be against Mordred, in my opinion. Okay, those two would probably be clashing minds together. Okay. But you've mentioned the fact that Alex, you know, tends to follow some of the mindset that, you know, he might have learned from Anakin, who learned from Palpatine, saying that, you know, Jedi aren't exactly clean. And, you know, well, um, uh, that's the problem with the Sith. They will basically gaslight anyone into their own vision, right? You know, basically saying, you know, the Jedi are evil. You know, they want to control the Republic, even though that was never their intention. The Jedi were basically, you know, judges that could basically go throughout the entire galaxy and, you know, hear both sides of the story and figure out, you know, what was wrong and how to try to fix the solution and come out with a reasonable solution for everybody, right? So, but if Alex gets manipulated to the point where, you know, he will kind of believe what Palpatine is saying, you know, much like how Anakin was being manipulated, then well, um, I can personally see Alex falling into the dark side if he's not careful. So, and kind of following along with his brother, or maybe potentially fighting his brother to be the Sith apprentice to his mother, Morgana. You know, that's how I'd probably put it, but that's me. Mordor would probably have no care whatsoever for Alex whatsoever, in my opinion. Matter of fact, he would probably see Alex as more of a nuisance or a tool to be used, and that's about it. Tool to be used and then thrown away, much like how any Sith would use someone to get to their own gains. All right, let's move on to battleships here, and we'll probably call it here. All right. All right, so we need at least one there and one there. Okay, can't be this two. Can't do that. Plus, you know, we have the zero there. That doesn't really work. So, okay, we got our five here. So that's done. And that one is done. Let's see. Can't do that one. Hmm. Okay. We can put that across, which means we put one there and put one there, which means can't have either of those spots. Our 2 is done here. Should have seen that before, so we're done on that one. Okay, so we can either have a 4 here or 4 here. That's about as much as we can do right at the moment. So there's the 1, which means this 2 is done. Okay, so there went our 4 there, so that means that we have to have a 4 here. You know, confirmed. There's no other spot for the 4, so it has to be there. There's the remaining 2 there. And then we have 4 here. That 2's done. Um, Okay, we need the 3 here. So here's our 3. We need 2 here. And then there we go. All done. And that's where we're going to go ahead and close our Conceptis puzzles for today. We're going to stop it here, just so I have enough time to go through the Terraria mod study session. And then after that, we'll go into Warframe and play some Warframe with Blackheart later on tonight. But that's going to be it for this session. So, you know, we got through some, 3 fairly easy puzzles, so that's pretty nice. If we keep on with that particular track, then we might go into like the Link-a-Pix, Fill-a-Pix, and Block-a-Pix this time around, but we'll worry about that later. But that's going to be it for this particular session of our Conceptus Puzzle you know, playthrough. And we're going to move on to studying some Terraria mod building. So for those of you watching later on YouTube, not watching straight on stream, you're welcome to come on by to the stream. Join me on these streams. I'd love to see it here. Otherwise, don't worry. These videos, these VODs will always be uploaded, or at least I will try to upload them as much as I can to the channel. So you'll always have content ready and waiting for you to watch if you want. There's plenty of content already here. If you want to watch through, say like, Warframe or World of Warships, there's plenty of content there for hours for your enjoyment if you want it. But for those of you watching right now on stream, such as Kirito, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Or if you do, I hope you come on back. But we're going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording right now.